So very welcome all of you in today's session. Am I audible? Am I audible to all of you? You can say yes, I'm audible or not. I can see a lot of aspirants. You can raise your hand and tell me whether you're audible or not. Okay, Anand, yes, I'm audible. Okay, so let's start the session. And let's start the session of today. Welcome all of you in today's session. Today, the objective is to understand, if you're targeting UPSC, agar aap UPSC target kar rahe ho, what should be the approach to crack the examination? I am Pramod Singh. I've been mentoring students from past, this is my 11th year of guiding students. And we are looking at how to crack examination 2024. 24 is our focus. We have to crack examination and we are going to crack the examination for 24. Now, if you're targeting 24, what should be the approach? And in the next 35-40 minutes, we are going to discuss this in detail. So I want you all to pay attention to today's agenda. Today's agenda is to understand how do we crack the examination for 2024, right? Okay. So let's start today's session and let's understand them. I want you all to have your pen and paper in your hand so that you can note down as well. Now, the quote of the day. UPSC is an exam of attitude and passion, remember. This exam, ये exam एक attitude और passion का है. ये exam एक journey है, remember. It is not a one-day effort, it is a marathon. So you have to be very high in terms of motivation and very positive. अगर आप positive हैं, if your energy is high, you can definitely do well, and that is the objective. Now, if you look at my level, why I'm a person who's suitable for the process? Well, I've been mentoring students from past. As I mentioned, this is my 11th year. I was also an aspirant. I have given 3 mains and 2 interviews of UPSC before in 2011, 2015. And I have given all the attempts and I have given all the mains. 3 mains, 3 attempts. And I teach economics, current affairs, answer writing, and essay. So GS2, GS3 is the paper where the focus of my specialization is more. But in general, holistically, the idea is to mentor, and right now I am in Delhi from my center, the offline center from where I am taking the session. So this session Delhi se ho raha hai from my the classroom studio, and we are going to understand the journey. Now, all the aspirants who are targeting UPSC, this is my team. There are more than 10 people, academic people who are going to take the classes at different level. Sare jo teachers हैं, all teachers, they have given UPSC interview or mains multiple times. So they know the examination very well. Also, aspirants, we have a Telegram channel. And before starting the session, I would ask you, you can join the Telegram channel. The team will share the details also. And you will get regular updates here. MCQs, questions, current affair, daily newspaper analysis, Hindu analysis, you're going to get here. So आप इस Telegram channel को जरूर join कर लीजिएगा. And let's start the preparation and let's discuss the preparation. Now, how many of you really looking at to crack the examination? How many really believe that I can crack it? What are the few X factors that you have to make sure? आपकी journey में ऐसा क्या X factor है that you should get selected? Every aspirant in India is following the same books, following the same material. But there are some people who crack it and there are others who don't. Definitely it is about strategy and plan. It is not the content, it is not the material, but it is the strategy and plan. So our objective is that what should be the strategy of this approach? Now, we all know that UPSC is at 3 levels, prelims, mains, and interview. And we are going to discuss both the parts. We are going to discuss how to crack prelims and how to crack mains. What are the minimum things? आपको क्या ऐसा minimum करना है? What are the minimum things you are supposed to do if you want to crack the examination? As an aspirant, you need to ask yourself, how do I crack my examination? What is the way through which I can crack the examination? Am I ready? Because as an aspirant, these questions are very important. Don't start preparation if you're not ready for the preparation. But if that mentally agar aap ready ho, if you're in college first year, if you're in college second year, if you are a person who is thinking, and seriously if you're thinking, start right away. Don't wait. Every time, every minute is important for this journey. Now, there are 8 pillars of preparation. Okay, I'll discuss 8 pillars of preparation. First is syllabus. Understand the syllabus. If you look at the UPSC syllabus, UPSC क्या कहता है? UPSC says that we are looking at understanding you, understand India. Try to understand what India is. Then make a proper strategy, planning, write study material, and also develop the basics of current. UPSC is a very current-driven examination, so we need to focus on all these pillars step by step. Then we'll discuss about the pattern. UPSC कैसे change हो रहा है, how UPSC has been changing the last few years. So you need to understand the pattern of examination. Choosing the right optional in mains is also very important. Writing skills. Remember, UPSC is exam of skills. So you have to focus on the right skills. If you have the right skill, you can make the examination. If you have the skill, now mark my words or listen to my words very importantly. If you have the right skill, you can crack examination is just in a matter of 6 months. If the skill is there. If skill is not there, you can study all the time, put years of effort, but you cannot crack it. There are people in Delhi right now. We teach in Old Ayanda Nagar and Mukherjee Nagar, and we have centers here. And you know, what is the difference of those people who are cracking it and who are not? The only difference is that people who are cracking it, they go with a very proper, structured, time-bound strategy. So our objective is to understand a time-bound strategy which is going to work. Remember, if you are serious, and I'm sure a lot of people are from different parts of India. Some people are from Bangalore, Karnataka, North India, South India. But what is that X factor? What is that? What is your mojo which can help you to crack it? Today there is plethora of information, multiple websites, content, note, material, mentors, and students are confused. But what I'm going to tell you is something that if you understand and start working here, things will start, working. Now, let's understand. So we are targeting UPSC 2024. That means May will be prelims and mains will be 2024, September. So which means practically from today, around you can say 20 months or 19-20 months are there for the examination. अगर आप UPSC 2024 target कर रहे हो, that means people who are starting the journey now, even those people can crack it. But if you have less time, if you have time and you think of making it to next year, then this is the timeline. Target 2024 and start preparation today. Don't wait for tomorrow. That is the first thing. The second thing which is very important is that as you move forward, you need to understand UPSC's requirement. UPSC is looking at, UPSC is not a, it is a competition. It is not a place where you think of very high score. It is a low scoring examination. You should, if you see the cutoff of prelims of last few years, the cutoff is around 45 to 90%, 45 to, between 45 to 50%. That means out of 200, if you're able to score around these marks, if the last 4 years if I take, the cutoff is less than 50%. So I just have to crack the examination with 50% marks. And 50% marks is achievable? Answer is yes. I have given prelims thrice, I have cracked it thrice. There are people who are cracking it every year. So you need to find that strategy which is working for you to crack the prelims. Now going to the next level, the mains examination, which will come later on. These are different sections which come in prelims. If you look at the prelims syllabus, prelims is about 4-5 subjects: economy, polity, history, geography, science and tech, environment, and current issues. So there are 7 areas in prelims. And out of 7 areas in prelims, there are total how many questions? 100 questions. And I have to make sure that I get 50 net questions correct. My target is 50 net questions. That means including negative marking, I should be able to score 50 net questions. Do you think it is difficult? It is difficult if the strategy is not there. So we should focus on understanding a strategy. We have to target this 45% and we need to understand UPSC's requirement. UPSC कैसे change हो रहा है? What are the new things which are happening? What minimum you should be doing it? And that is what the approach is. The first thing first, remember, UPSC requires you to follow very basic books. UPSC asks you to follow just one newspaper. UPSC expects you to develop your fundamentals very strong. So your fundamentals अगर अच्छे हैं आपके, and UPSC's requirement is class 11th and 12th NCERT. That's all. So I have to focus on understanding that level. And if you look at the UPSC's questions, now these are the sections you can see. What subjects come in prelims? History, polity, economics, geography, environment, current affairs, science and tech. So there are total 7 areas as you see, and you can see the trend of the number of questions. You can see the trend. As you see the number of trend, the questions that are there in the trend, one thing that you find that every section has a certain average. So I will understand the importance of history. For example, history is around 18 to 20 questions every year. Polity is 12 to 15 questions every year. Economy is 15 to 18 questions every year. Geography environment is around 30 to 35 questions every year. Science and tech around 10 to 12 questions every year. And remaining comes from current affair. So I know the weightage of every paper. And based on that, my effort would be there. For example, the time that you take to cover history, in the same time you can cover polity, economics, and environment also. The time you take to cover history, in the same time you can cover polity, economics, and environment also. That means history is vast. Polity, economics is also relatively vast, but you can cover in less time. But polity, economics are highly conceptual. So you should focus on concepts. Geography, very conceptual, especially physical geography, very conceptual. If your basics are clear in these areas, it is just a matter of time you can crack prelims. So if you're willing to crack prelims, focus on your static area, focus on your fundamentals. Even on regular basis, you get around 60-70 questions from just basics only, from the concepts. And remaining will be complemented with current affair. Lot of students run around current affair without realizing their basics in subjects are not ready. To focus on the basics of each of the subjects. Your polity should be conceptually thorough. Economy, conceptually thorough. My geography should be conceptually thorough. In environment, you should be conceptually thorough. Agar concepts aapka ready hai, then it will take very less time to cover current also. So first focus on your base building, and that is what the objective should be. If you are able to cover your base, rest will follow. Okay? Then, strategy for beginners. Now, if you look at the strategy for beginners, okay? If you look at the strategy for beginners, okay, the first is NCERTs. Now, students, remember, I will ask you, how many of you really follow NCERTs? NCERTs are very important, but only 11th and 12th class NCERT. Don't read 6th to 10th. It can be avoided. I'm not saying 6th to 10th is not good, but it can be avoided. Start with the base building, focus on NCERTs, try to cover in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whatever. But cover them in a time-bound manner. You can, 3 months, I'm just saying randomly, but you can cover it between 3 to 6 months. So you can have a timeline for 3 to 6 months. 3 से 6 महीने में आपको NCERT cover करना है. That is what you have to keep in mind. After this, covering NCERT, you will have to follow the test on the NCERTs also. Following the NCERT also requires you to follow previous year question. आप previous year question को भी regular देखिए. If you are covering, let's say you're covering Parliament of India. So when you're covering Parliament of India, look at the previous year questions of Parliament of India and see whether you can solve it or not. If you are following economic concepts, national income, budget, see the questions that are coming so that you understand the requirements of UPSC, and that is how your effort would move. So first is base building NCERT and start developing your current affair understanding. Start reading newspapers, very important. At least important stuff. Try to understand what is going on in the country, understand economy, basics of polity, basics of environment or geography for that matter. So you need to understand that part very thoroughly. Agar aapka basic strong hai, and I'm saying this again, today's prelims are different than 10 years ago's prelims. In 13, 14, 15, prelims was relatively easy. Today, the current part is not coming. And even if the current is coming, it is very difficult to cover them. So if your statics and basics are ready, you can crack it. And NCERTs are very important for your thought process building also, your understanding, and your concepts are very strong. Aapka concept agar strong hoga, UPSC is, you are going to make it. But if you are running around summaries and pointers and shortcuts, that will not work. Unfortunately, on YouTube and different areas, you are looking at a lot of short points, flow charts, diagrams. It is okay to read them, but follow your basics first. Achha, one more thing guys, don't forget to follow the Telegram channel. The Telegram channel you get regular inputs. Okay? Then after the NCERT, आपका जब NCERT ready हो जाएगा, what is the next level? You move to the syllabus, right? So next is that you move to syllabus, and when you move to syllabus, the syllabus should be covering in a structured manner. So starting में NCERTs, start with economy and polity. If you're a person starting from zero, start with polity and economy. And if you're already doing it, make sure polity economy is ready. Why? Because it is current based. Whatever current affair you come across, they mainly come from polity, economy, social issues, governance. So moment you cover polity, economy, the most of the current area you are thorough with that. Then topics like science and tech and maybe geography might also come, environment might also come, but they are few. So start with polity, economy, that is the first thing. And always follow standard books. Don't go for summary of notes. Once your basics are clear, then you can go for summary and pointers, but not before than that. Okay? Previous year questions are very important for following that. And you can follow one newspaper, just one newspaper. Then till 2023 December, after 6 months, let's say today, October is going on. So let's say by February or January end or February end, you cover the prelims part. And once you cover the prelims part, then you focus on mains, the entire syllabus by December 2023. Just say abhi, if I say right now, people are preparing for mains. Answer writing they are doing tests for mains. This is the time for that. In Delhi, the people who are preparing, they are focusing on the mains. Even in our classes, we focus on answer writing and those areas. So you are mains ready. Now from Jan 2024, the focus will entirely move to prelims. Now remember, prelims is the toughest examination. Mains is relatively easy, but prelims सबसे tough exam है. You can't take chances in prelims area. Then self-evaluation, very important. Cover the optionals also. By December or maybe by January, cover the optionals also. Okay? By December 2023 or January 2024, cover the optionals. Current affair, 15 to 18 months. And focus on your writing skills. Very important. Start writing. Focus on that. If you are starting from zero, maybe in the next 2-3 months, you should start writing. And that should be regular. Okay? So that is how the preparation should start. First, focus on basics, NCERTs with current affair, and then you move to the main syllabus, and your timeline should be that I cover the main syllabus. One more thing. Syllabus completion is important, but skills are more important. What skills? Reading skills, writing skills. Can I communicate? If I say write something about this topic, you have read the topic, आपने topic पढ़ा है, but क्या आप लिख पाते हो? Can you write on that topic? Because that is the ultimate objective. Okay? You have to develop your content, you have to structure your thought process. You have understood a topic, but you are not able to write it. It will take time to write it, understand it. And a lot of practice and time management is needed. This is skill. This will not happen in one day. It will take some time to develop. So our objective is to develop those skills so that learning improves. Then, if you are covering syllabus, let's say, for example, the students who are the part of our offline online program, we cover syllabus topic by topic. Notes are made topic by topic. Questions are solved topic by topic. MCQs are given topic by topic. Answer writing happens topic by topic. Model answers are given topic by topic. So you are covering topic by topic notes. Then in this same topic, you will have MCQs for prelims. You will have mains practice questions. And you map them with previous year. Moment to cover a topic, see, can I solve this topic in the mains exam or not, or in the prelims exam or not? You read Nexalism, or you read cyber security. Cyber security is a part of GS paper 3, internal security. Now look at, can you solve the question of cyber security which has come in the mains in last few years? So you should be doing that. How should I write my answer? Subject wise, topic wise, it should be ready. Mains answer writing practice, very important. It should start in at least 2-3 months. If you're a beginner, maybe after 2 months, answer writing should start. Essay, again, very important part area. Students miss them. But remember, UPSC preparation has to be holistic. आपको हर pillar पे काम करना होगा. If you think that I'm just studying because that is a natural thing people do, you're missing a larger game. Larger game is about communicating effectively. Studying is first thing, of course. But if you study and communicate नहीं कर पाते हो, the entire effort would go waste. So our objective is not only to study, but also communicate effectively. Okay? Then, we'll focus on prelims, especially January 2024 onwards. Syllabus should be ready, and your prelims preparation should start. Normally, syllabus completion takes 12 to 14 months. So if you're starting right away, By December 2023, the syllabus for prelims and mains will be over. And you will start focusing on prelims. And in the mains part, lot of things like answer writing, thought process development will also have happened. Also, optional should be ready. And UPSC का जो interview होता है, the interview part, that will come later. So we'll move to the interview part later. But अभी आपका focus होना चाहिए completion of syllabus, also understanding the requirements of UPSC examination. If you're able to understand them, things will very important. Again, students have a very basic query about optional. Student पूछते हैं sir optional कैसे करें? Well, optional requires you interest. If you have interest in the subject, if you are able to, if you have a background, or a lot of people look at the GS overlap, guidance, study material, many factors will depend. If your graduation is in that subject and आपने वो subject अच्छे से पढ़ा है, then things will move. Link graduation with optional subject. If you are from different background, then it is different. You can choose optional which is working for you. So that is where the objective should be. Now coming to what is the first step? If I look at the preparation strategy, remember civil service IAS is my ultimate destination. So what is the first step? The first step is NCERT based learning. And this should be between 3 to 6 months, depending on your schedule. In the same NCERT, you should follow few things. You should follow MCQs, that is practice questions in the NCERTs. You should do some mains answer writing in the NCERTs. Also, you link with PYQs. For example, here at our institute, we follow NCERT based test. Test for prelims as well as for mains. So we not only cover the concepts, but also we check them that whether you have understood or not. So that is how. And you link with PYQ. So your NCERT's base is developed. In parallel, you focus on current affairs. Up current affairs, start reading newspapers, especially the important issues, you have to understand them. Okay? Here you should have a weekly schedule. Always work on strategy where you are looking at things are growing or not. Ask yourself, मैंने topic पढ़ा, you read a topic. Ask yourself, am I able to solve the topic? Is this topic ready? Am I able to answer them? Can I solve previous year question if the topic is ready? Initially it will be difficult. Initial 3-4 months you will find preparation tough because there are a lot of things on the platter. आपको बहुत कुछ साथ में करना है and it becomes difficult in the beginning. Then take care of your health, make a habit and do multitasking. You have to study static part, then current affair, then optional, then answer writing भी करना है. So multitasking is always required here and that should be the objective. Then common problems, students who are starting or even जो follow कर रहे हैं, they follow some common problems. Newspaper, tedious task, नहीं होता है, difficult है, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. Believe me, it will take some time. You will understand, but maybe 3-4 months window is needed. Things are not working. This will always happen. Every day you will feel that things are not working. अरे why did I choose the preparation? अरे हो नहीं रहा है. अरे it is completely normal. It happens with almost every aspirant with varying degree. सबके साथ होता है. You have to be ready. You want good things in life. आप चाहते हो आपका लाइफ बदले, आप चाहते हो आपकी लाइफ में कुछ अचीव करें, तो आपको एक रेजोल्यूशन लेना पड़ेगा. You have to take a resolution. You have to believe in yourself and start putting effort. Not tomorrow, today. Today. Don't procrastinate. Defer मत करो, अभी करो start. If you are targeting, sir, next year करेंगे, after 2 months, after 5 months, after next year, and then the journey starts late. अरे, if the things are mentally inside in your mind, if you're mentally started, then start it. Why there is a wait? And remember, right guidance is the key. Right approach. Don't study for the sake of study. Okay? You are just following subject, but you're not writing answers. You're not looking at previous year questions. You are just reading NCERTs. Things will never work. अच्छा, ये common problem है. Everybody is reading NCERT, but nobody is understanding NCERT from UPSC's perspective. If you're just reading NCERT, it is a waste of time. It is waste of time. It is same as somebody not reading NCERT. Because you are reading NCERT, आप NCERT तो पढ़ रहे हो, but preparation से link नहीं कर रहे हो. Okay? Working in your comfort zone. What is your comfort zone? I like economics. You are studying economics all the time. You don't like geography and you miss geography. And then exam comes near and the geography is not ready. You don't like art and culture. Exam comes near, art and culture nahi hota hai. So you are working in a comfort zone. These are common problems. And I'm sure most of you, आप ज़्यादातर लोग आप ये problem face कर रहे होगे. Almost everybody is facing these problems. Can you raise your hand? Can you raise your hand? Huh? Aditya, Akash, Altaf, Anand, right? What about others? Anjali, Chaitanya, Debashish. How many of you are facing this problem? Hemvati, Jagdish, Kavita. Okay, almost everybody. Muhammad Arshad, Mona Lisa. Almost everybody. If you're facing these problems, remember these problems are normal. It is completely normal. It's just that you have to find why things are not working. How should I make them work? You have to find your mojo. I said your mojo. आपका mojo क्या है? आपको mojo अपना ढूंढना पड़ेगा. Because if you're putting that effort, things are going to work. Now, for example, if I focus, okay? Now focus on process. Make a process. Start it. Start with baby step. Mentally be ready. At my center, we have offline plus online, both the classes that go on. I have students who study for 10 hours a day. After the classes. Can you believe that? There are full-time preparation they are doing. There is one student who is a doctor. She has quit. She is going to join MS Cardiology, but she has taken a 1-year break and she studies 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. I give her assignment and she completes it and submits it the next day. Remember, you have to find things. I'm not saying study 14 hours a day. Every student has a different approach. But focus on process, focus on strategy. Small goals, consistency. Study every time, every day, fix your time, routine, basic khane ka time, sone ka time, utne ka time, study time, everything should be fixed. There should be basic prediction should be there. Very important. Finding a right guide or mentor. Don't waste your time and effort. Because many a times what happens, you believe that I will do self-study. Okay, do self-study. But find a mentor who is actually helping you in the process. If the mentor is not there, you are wasting your time. Because many a times, mentor will actually refine your process, will help you to know where your problems are. I made my mistake. When I gave my first attempt, I reached interview. I reached interview in my first attempt. But you know what happened? I missed few inputs, which I should have taken from the mentors. I believe that ho jayega. And I got very less mark in one of the optional. And I was out of the game with few marks. If I had listened, or if I had just maybe got some inputs from the right person, things would have been different. Because I was struggling in one optional, in the last days of my preparation. I could have started early in that area. So, hota kya hai? Maybe you are hardworking, you are putting a lot of effort. But if you get the right mentor, right guide, that's, streamline will happen. There are people who are helping. For example, I mentor students. We have a team of people who mentor. There are faculties who do. And we focus on process and strategy. You can do self-study, but you can focus on process and strategy. Okay? So that is how it is important. And does coaching help? Coaching, we are guiding you. We are facilitating you. We are teaching you. So for beginners, yes. For example, I teach economics, let's say. I teach banking, or for that matter, monetary policy. What I teach in 4 hours, that if you do self-study, it will take you maybe 15 hours or 20 hours. That means your time saving happens. Also, there is a routine and discipline. Okay, routine, structured learning, routine, timely test, timely answer writing, checking, basic doubts are cleared. You get that momentum in the beginning. That is the only advantage of coaching. Coaching आपका selection नहीं कराएगा. It is not the coaching that will make your selection. It is you, your effort, your input will decide the outcome. Okay, if you can come to Delhi, believe me, Delhi has a wonderful competitive environment, especially in the OR, in Old Nanda Nagar or in Mukherjee Nagar. Environment is wonderful. You'll find good students. I have students from Delhi University. Many of them are, they joined 3 years ago and today they are giving mains. They gave mains just now. Because they get that environment. You get pushed here. But even if you can't, come to Delhi today, the same Delhi people can teach you at your home also. So you can take advantage of that coaching from your home also. Also, always look at toppers. Go and see the toppers video. And look at what toppers are telling in terms of strategy, in terms of, what books I should be following, okay? For example, when you look at, when I tell students, go and see the strategy of Shruti Sharma. She's telling that, I followed basic books, I followed PYQs, I followed syllabus, I integrate my class notes and my self-study, okay? I developed my opinions on the issues of when I, went ahead for interview. And many of the students who were giving mains, I told them, go and watch her interview, because her interview was very enlightful. Before 3 months before mains, many of my students जो mains का exam दे रहे थे, I individually told them, see from this point to this point, go and see the video, and and those inputs are very helpful. Later on, they told me, कि sir, those inputs are very helpful. Okay, then for example, her preparation was meticulous, and you can see from her answers. If you see her answers, copies are available online. Okay. She made newspaper from the notes, she developed her own opinion, made her own time plan, and she integrated. She also joined a coaching. She joined multiple coaching, multiple guidance. Mentoring, but she believed that mentoring was key. Okay? So, but remember, you can also make it. You can also make it. She was from Delhi University, and yes, there are some advantage you get here. But today, these are secondary. You can crack it from your sitting at home if you are highly motivated. तो मैं यही कह रहा हूँ, आप toppers का video देखो and see how toppers are following. Focus on the process. Remember, basic books, NCERT, basic books and one newspaper. इतना sufficient है. That is sufficient, okay? And that is what is needed. Understand them. Try to look at those. Go and see those videos and they will be very helpful. Okay? So that is what I am telling you. अभी basic book में क्या करना है? Remember, you have to read NCERTs, and NCERTs must for prelims. No, these are the NCERTs. Follow only 11th, 12th. Remember, 11th, 12th NCERT, 11th, 12th. If you have time, read 9th, 10th, but focus on 11th, 12th more. If you have time, okay, these are books. Okay, you can see these 3 books in polity and IR, and 2 books, Indian economic development, macroeconomics here. Okay, then in geography, class 11, 12 NCERT, and history very important, remember. In geography, these 4 books are important for basics. And if you have joined some class coaching, so class notes. If you are doing history, 11, 12 NCERT, that is new, and 11, 12 NCERT old. In history, start with old, and then come to new. Only in history you have to follow old NCERT. In all other subjects, you have to follow new NCERTs only. Okay? Just give me few more minutes, then I will come to individual doubts and questions. And these are book list. The book list my team will share with you. And don't forget to join the Telegram channel, because by that process you can interact with me. Also, one-to-one personal mentoring weekly sessions I'm going to conduct. You can attend those sessions for free also. If you think that you can't join a coaching, so there are free sessions also you can do, and those sessions will be very helpful. The government sources, PIB, Sansad TV, these are very good sources. One newspaper is what you have to follow. Making notes, students always ask me, sir, should I make notes? Well, notes, if your self notes, if you can make, they are best. But they should be very to the point, crisp. For example, you are reading malnutrition. Aapne malnutrition padha. Okay? So, what is the definition? In 2 lines, you explain it in your notes. Then, reasons in India. Reasons in India. Then, what are the challenges? Government scheme, the facts on them, and way forward. You can link with current, global hunger index said in India's rank is 107 out of 121 country. So these should be, you cover malnutrition in 1.5 pages. Done. Point to point, cut to cut. Because if your understanding is summarized to the point, remember you have read the topic from basics also, the topic is through. But now you are summarizing everything. So notes should be very crisp in your own language so that you can quickly revise it. And then you can use it in the answers also. आप answer writing तभी कर पाओगे when your notes are crisp. Try to develop the habit of making crisp notes. Cut to cut. Requirement. UPSC is asking a concept, challenges, problems, some facts, and government schemes, and maybe way forward. That's all. That will cover the issues. But you have to bring multiple dimension. You have to link with current, you have to link with international dimension, you have to understand. So once you're making note, it should cover holistically, the basics also and you link with current also. Static and dynamic को integrate करना होता है, and that takes time. But once the notes are ready, these notes are your base which should be done. One more thing. People always ask me, sir, I'm not able to write answers. The problem is revision. People say my score is less. The problem is revision. You are studying topic one time and you think you want to reach the right question. UPSC is a highly conceptual examination. So because it is conceptual, बहुत मुश्किल होगा कि आप एक बार दो बार में, if you are reading once or twice, you can't solve the question. UPSC will make sure that you have to read 3 to 4 times to crack the question. So revision is very important because syllabus is vast and timing is key for revision. If you're studying a topic today, revise next day or for the next coming days. But if you're studying a topic today, आपने आज कोई topic पढ़ा and you are doing revision after 2 months, waste of time. It is not going to help you. Because after 2 months, the topic is almost as fresh. Okay? So that is how it has to be seen, and you have to look at it. Students who want to enroll, we have courses for people who are targeting. You can join 1-year course, which will, at a 1-year fee, you will get 18 months. Very economical for online students. For offline also, you can come to the center. If you're in Delhi, you can come to the center, meet us also, the team. For prelims, people who are targeting, there's a 6-month course. This includes test series also. The courses include prelims, mains, notes, test series, everything, mains answer writing. For offline online students, the books will be couriered at your home also. So there is 1-year, 2-year and 3-year program. And people who are targeting next year, so they have 12 months of mentoring program also. Okay, and these are the numbers that you can follow. You can WhatsApp on these numbers also and reach out to my team for your personal doubts also. If needed, I can take personal doubt sessions also. And these are the teams as I mentioned. Don't forget to join the Telegram channel. Telegram channel will be shared by my team, and this PDF will also be shared by my team. Okay. Now I will take the doubts from each one of you. Also, if you are on YouTube, do subscribe on YouTube because my team members, they take daily, Hindu analysis is also taken. So you can follow the YouTube also there. Now I will take some doubts and let's see what your doubts are there. So next 15 minutes, I'll take the doubts. Okay. Now what are the doubts? You can put your doubts. Okay, tell me what are the doubts. You can type your question. Anybody has a doubt? Nobody has a doubt? NCERT preparation के साथ कैसे add करें? Okay. Okay. So NCERTs. Okay, so first is NCERTs I'll take. So NCERTs, 11th, 12th, important NCERTs have to be followed in 4 subjects. Polity, economy, history, and geography. Now these 4 subjects, they cover around 70% of your syllabus. I'm talking about prelims. Okay, they cover 70% of your syllabus. So inka NCERTs are very important and they are base building. Okay. So now let's say you are starting economics. So start with NCERTs. And then move to standard books. अगर आप class में coaching कर रहे हो, then you move to class notes. And in parallel solve questions also, PYQs also, questions also, so that holistic part is done. Okay? Then there is a question by, Mohammed Monolisa. So preparation को साथ कैसे करें बेटा? NCERTs are not different. They are the part of your preparation. If you are reading economics NCERT, that means you are covering economics syllabus. If you are reading polity NCERT, means you are covering polity syllabus, right? How should one read newspaper for beginners? Chaitanya is saying, Chaitanya, for newspapers beginners, first focus on NCERT. Read polity, economy, and then come to newspaper. After doing that, some basics will be clear. Okay, it will be more helpful. How soon we should start solving NCERT based question for practice? Anjali, you can start right away. Just after reading. Okay, for NCERT, minimum 2 to 3 readings are needed, minimum. And after that, do the test. Okay. So for example, when we have a test on NCERT, polity, economy, history, geography. Okay. Then we have a question by how college going students should prepare. Kranti, college going student. Now I have half of my students are college going at this center, and they follow classes and they are focusing on basics. So if you are college going student, define a time. Let's say you can study 3 hours, 4 hours a day. Focus on basics and maybe newspaper important issues, that's all. If you are targeting 2024, cover the basics first and then move to the syllabus. Try to find 3-4 hours every day. जब आपका छुट्टी होगा, when the exams are not there, exams are over, then you get some time. Try to cover more on those in that time. Okay? Kranti? Then Chaitanya का है कि how to correlate newspaper with our syllabus, sir, which part we need to focus at current vast information. Chaitanya, first thing. Okay, current affair is a tricky part. Current affair is a tricky part, especially newspapers. There are multiple reasons. It is a current affair, so it requires daily effort. Okay? For example, you can read a subject any day and cover them in the next 10 days. But current affair has to be read daily effort is needed. So what do you do here? The current affair, if you are looking at current affair, first cover the NCERT basics. Okay? And then you map with current affair and map with syllabus. Try to look at the syllabus. Don't read current affair just for the sake of going through. Read the syllabus. Also, after 1 month, start looking at previous year question. Current affair mainly will be GS2 and GS3. GS2 and GS3, for example, polity and governance, social issues, economics, environment, and science and tech. You will find these topics are only covered mostly in current affairs. So if you read NCERTs here, the syllabus part is thorough, then you link with PYQs. PYQ से आपका filtering develop होगा. What kind of questions are coming in current? For example, you are reading banking. Now you should know that what I should read in banking. I will read only those things in banking जहाँ से UPSC question पूछता है. So you have to develop your mapping based on the filtering that you develop by understanding the syllabus and PYQs. So have syllabus and PYQs ready with you. इसको regular follow करिए, and this is going to make you things different. Also, integration will require you to filter first. तो filter पहले करना है, and always focus on macro news, all India news. Okay, in newspaper, normally in any newspaper, only in the entire newspaper, only 10-15% news is important. Rest you can skip. Okay, Vikas Singh, mapping कैसे करें? I discussed. Which medium is best, Hindi or English? Kumar beta, results are better in English. आप जिसमें comfortable हो करिए. But if you think that you can do in English, it is a better because results are much better. Also because crowd is very competitive. Okay. विशाल कह रहे हैं सर, नमस्कार सर, how do I balance engineering and UPSC preparation? Vishal, I have some students who are from engineering here. They come on weekends. They see the lectures, they do self-study on weekdays by looking at the recorded lectures. So you have to find time first. You have to make a time for preparation. Let's say you are studying 3 hours, 4 hours. Define that. College के साथ साथ, and engineering is a regular thing. You study only for 10-15 days when the semester exams are near. आप साल भर तो you kind of easy, right? Routine, go to college, come back and all. Find a fixed time in the schedule and start there. Okay? मोहम्मद अरशद पूछ रहे हैं, how we can study NCERT? Arshad beta, I have already explained how can read you NCERT. Anjali is saying, tell me about answer writing. Anjali beta, answer writing matlab you have to communicate in your own language. So once you are reading, always think that how should I communicate it? For example, मैंने कहा, you have read a topic, let's say on education. Now I say define education. Now you should be able to write in your own language. Define the challenges of education in India. You should know the points. How to improve them. You should know the ways to improve government schemes. You can compare it. You need to understand national education policy, new education policy, interlink them. So answer writing पहले आपका thought develop होगा. You have to develop your thought process, develop your content, develop your understanding, and then start writing. Okay, it is a step-by-step process. Kranti कह रहे हैं, what is the time management for college student? Kranti, it is a very challenging question. Make a routine first and define your time schedule. Define the time which you can give for preparation. आदित्य सिंह कह रहे हैं subject combination for study. Start, follow two subject combination. Follow two subject approach. Okay, and you can do one thing. You can divide your study schedule into two parts, static and dynamic. So dynamic is current affair and static maximum two subjects. Maximum two subject आपको follow करना होगा. Okay? How to write answer by making diagram also. विकास start करो बेटा, आ जाएगा. It will take some time. Diagram is about communicating. For example, I'm explaining this flow chart. This flow chart is a diagram only. You make a pie chart. Okay, that is a diagram. You make map. That is a diagram. Okay, you are putting your understanding in the point form through some kind of pictorial representation. And that will come through short crisp notes. Convergence जितना होगा, जितना आप कम शब्दों में, how, if you can explain in the few words, that is how diagrams can be developed. Kranti is saying how to crack in first attempt. Kranti बेटा, वही तो कह रहे हैं. Focus on NCERT, current affair, complete your syllabus. The entire session was about that. Can you crack in first attempt? Yes. A few years ago, there are many students in my class. There was one student she cracked in first attempt at the age of 21. There's another student who also cracked it at the age of 22. And these people from a college only. So you can also do that. Preparation उन्होंने जल्दी start किया था. If you want to start in first attempt and if you have time, you are 18 or 17, start preparation now. I have students जो 3 साल बाद exam देने वाले हैं, 2025 में देने वाले हैं, and they are putting effort right now. Starting first attempt would require initial momentum and sustaining till the exam. Sequence of subject बेटा 2 subject होगा, polity, economy, 2 subject at a time at the max and current affair. Okay? Start with polity economy. Kumair कह रहे हैं I understand both English, but problem is writing and communication. It will develop better. Start with English then. Sindhu God is saying first 1 year dedicated to preparation worth to write exam. Yes, it is possible. You can crack in first attempt. Percentage is less. Hemvati is saying, sir, how to manage preparation as a working professional? Okay, so working professional. Now, the same approach will also apply to college students. Now, working professional, they can divide 2 kind of schedule. One is the weekday, and other is the weekend. Weekday is about continuity. Okay, for example, you're reading NCERTs, you're reading, newspaper daily. Just maintain the continuity. Weekends, you have to stretch. For example, weekend, you should put a 7 hours of, self-study schedule. If you have joined a classes, 7 hours self-study plus classes also. Pick a subject, complete it. Cover your basics first. With job, the time might be little higher. Now, if you're targeting 2024, this is the right time. Don't wait. Also, take the professional input and guidance. I also advise people to take coaching. Why coaching I advise? Not because I'm running a coaching, because it will help you. I'm not saying join my coaching in particular, but any coaching. If that coaching is good, the people and mentors are right, they will reduce your effort. They will reduce your time. And if you get selected 1 year before, your 1 month salary will be equal to the coaching fees. So imagine. Anyway, it is going to be better. So students have to understand that logic also. Okay? Right time to optional preparation next year. Donga is saying I've started my NCERT preparation. I'm BDS. I thought I have read NCERT. No, read only 11, 12 NCERT. Okay, yes. Are you provide Hindi? Yes, we provide material beta. Sir, we need to integrate what is there in time, what is there in NCERT. Yes, we have to integrate everything. Sir, I'm good in geography, especially in map. How to overcome? CSAT preparation के बारे में कुछ बताएं. Pushpalata is asking. Pushpalata, start preparation of CSAT from January. For CSAT, paper is getting tough, so थोड़ा effort करना होगा. CSAT, if I look at the CSAT, in CSAT we have 3 areas. Okay, we have an area like first is your QA, that is maths. Then you have LR, that is reasoning. And third is your VA, that is English, verbal ability English. So these 3 areas have to be mastered. In fact, questions, total 80 questions come, and 80 mein, you get around 34, 35 questions from here, and remaining, it is divided into both the sections. Okay, so you have to overcome these challenges. Anjali, you can send the answer writing to my team. You will get feedback. Okay. Okay, guys. So I hope you got some insight. My team will call you, give the feedback of the session, and also tell me. We can do a follow-up session also in the coming week after Diwali, and tell me your doubts. And if you have planning this journey, start this journey. Don't wait. Delay is something that you should not do. Whether you should join coaching or not, that is completely your belief. But I believe that coaching anyway is going to help you if there is a good coaching. But it is your effort which will count. And remember, the time will never come. The time is right now. Start right now. And don't forget to join our Telegram channel and YouTube channel. Okay? My team will share you the link. Definitely join it. And reach out to the team if you want to reach out to me. They will take the feedback. And thank you very much for your... yes, the session is recorded. And yes, it will be sent. Also, session is recorded. It will be sent tomorrow. Okay, everybody. Anybody else? I hope I have taken all the doubts. Any more doubts? Did you find the session meaningful? See, if you, every mentor who knows the preparation process, they will tell you the same thing. Every person who is selected, they will repeat the same thing. It is not the input. It is the work that you put on the input is important. We are giving input. But the input which we are giving is based on experience. It is based on what people are doing it. And there are people across India who are following this process and they're getting selected every year. Now it is up to you whether you believe in the process and you start working on them. And if you think that the team of Edge IAS is going to help you in the journey, if you're really sincere, you can come to Delhi, you can meet me also. If you're in Delhi NCR, you can take a time and come and have one-to-one session, mentoring session also. Okay guys? So thank you very much. Yes, recorded lecture will be there. Okay, Anjali beta, you can ask the team member, they will take the feedback. Okay. Please say what point should you strengthen in maths. Suraj, maths में आपका arithmetic सही होना चाहिए. You should focus on arithmetic, and that is going to help you more. Okay. Chalo. So thank you very much for your time and patience. God bless you. Take care. And the session, the PDF will be shared by the team and also feedback. Do give your feedback and keep up the good work and make this happen. The time is not going to come. You have it in you. It is just that you have to believe in yourself. Yes, it is a marathon. It requires 2 years of effort. आपको 2 साल अपनी life का देना पड़ेगा and it is worth it. If you want to make your life meaningful, if you want to achieve your dreams, this is the time. Take care. God bless you. We'll meet in the next session. Bye.